Corey Christensen, how's it going? Should I prioritize using ethanol-free fuel? Mostly use the boat on the weekends. Does it make a difference, or just run regular 87 on the water? Fuel is 2 times the price, and the last few times I've filled from the marine station, I had a lot of water in the separator. Any suggestions? Area code 11572. Also going to be running Yamaha ring free for the first time this year on my new boat. This is, I looked up, this is, looks like it is somewhere in New York, Oceanside, New York, um, up here, up north. So, what I would say is that it's probably getting more and more difficult to not run ethanol, and there is no real good way to combat the effects of it. If you're burning most of the fuel out, then it's not really going to be that much of an issue for you. But if you are letting it sit for a long period of time, it potentially can. I've done some boating in the Midwest, Illinois, and you know, the thing that's interesting about northern states like that, I don't know about New York. I don't know about being close to the sea or the ocean up there. That's an environment that I don't have any experience with. But what I found in Illinois versus like Florida, down here, ethanol, it's a huge problem because if you let ethanol sit for like 2, 3 months down here, you're going to have a lot of water in the fuel. People leave ethanol fuel in their fuel tanks in their boats in Illinois for 2 years and have minimal problems. It's pretty astounding. I think it has something to do with condensation, evaporation, the temperatures, the freezing temperatures that they have. It's not that hot all the time. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't really tell you the real reasons why that is, but that's something that I have noticed is that I found boats up there that have been sitting for 2 years with ethanol fuel in the tank, and it's minimal water. So again, does that have to do with 6 months out of the year everything's frozen, and it doesn't have the condensation, and there's only like a 4 month period where it is? I mean, I don't know if that has an effect, but a lot of people still use that up there. The only way to combat that, ring free does not do anything. Ring free is great for your engine, but it doesn't do anything for the effects of ethanol. So ethanol, the biggest problem is that it absorbs water, it absorbs condensation. Keeping your fuel tank full is going to help combat that. And the only other thing that I can think of is Rev X adrenaline, and RevX Adrenaline is very good. It will also help you combat. I mean, you don't have to go here and buy this much, but it does help combat ethanol because it basically coats the ethanol. Now, if you're running a lot of fuel and you're burning, you're on the weekend. Depends on how much fuel you're burning. Something like this is the only treatment that's going to work. If you're going through a full tank of gas every, say, month or 6 weeks, then you're probably not going to see the effects of it that much. So, it's kind of a give or take on whether or not, going non-ethanol versus ethanol in your case. It probably is fine to just stick with the ethanol. It's probably pretty controversial, and generally I advise against that. But again, it's with those caveats said that it depends on your use case. I would say you're going to be fine with just running the regular 87. Again, if you're going to burn it up every 6 months, you're probably not going to see anything. And then if you are going to let it sit, then I would put some Rev X in there, and that'll be good for the winter. And then next year, you just burn out that fuel tank, and then that's pretty much how you're going to combat that. Ring free is going to be excellent. It's going to clean your fuel system, help you to not have any carbon. So, those are kind of the things that I can think of. And we're getting ready to go live here right now, so I'm going to cut this one short. But that was just wanted to kind of talk through that versus trying to type all that and make it a little bit easier for me.